What does high score mean? New high score, is that bad? What does that mean? Should I break it?
Hello everyone and welcome to Veteran Gaming. I am Aaron and I am back from vacation and we are talking about Lord of the Rings, Heroes of Middle-earth. I did put out an initial guide to Chapter 3 in the raid, but I'm going to go ahead and play through all of my teams here just so you guys get another demonstration of kind of the general strategy you should be looking for to maximize points, because as you can see here, it's very different. You actually don't care at all about hurting the other team. All you're trying to do is stay alive. So I'm going to go ahead and play through with all five of my teams, because you should be putting a team of 5 together. And it is really cool to remember, everything should be in difficulty 3. And if you want to remember what you did last time, click on the 3 there, and then you go to previous attempts, and it's going to show you the highest score you've ever achieved there for each team you've used. So as you can see, you should be getting a minimum of 95, roughly 100K per team, and then some of your big boys will hopefully do a little bit better. So we're just going to run right on down the line here. We'll go ahead with Road to Rivendell. We have made some improvements to Road to Rivendell. They all are 7 stars now and gear tier 8. So they have pretty decent survivability in every chapter that isn't Chapter 3 of the raid here, because it hits pretty hard. It hits pretty hard. Typically you can get like 1 pip and heal off, but it's not great in general. So you see here, it does not matter at all how much damage I'm doing him. The only reason I'm trying to hit this dude at all is because he has an AoE, and I'm trying to limit damage. So one thing I do want to say right here, this is one I'm going to reset right away because I know I'm not going to get the highest points. What you kind of want to look for are heroes that can taunt and or go under stealth. And actually, I take that back. This is kind of exactly what we want. Because look, Frodo has taken 3 hits of the capture debuff. If I can pull him up. It's not going to let me. There we go. Okay, so he's captured times 3. 10 stacks or more, they go away. So he's going to soak up some damage and soak up some stacks of captured, and then he's going to go under stealth, and that's going to force them to hit other people. So instead of them hitting the same target 10 times, they're going to have to switch targets, which is going to buy me time. And remember, especially for Frodo, who's a very fast hero, more turns means more points. So I was wrong there. That's actually ideal that Frodo started taking damage right away. So I don't want to stealth him yet because he does have an avoid. And Frodo, or I forgot, he's going to stealth him no matter what. So he is now on Sam, which is fine because we've essentially gained 3 hits, right? Because Frodo was getting hit, and then they had to switch targets to Sam. Doesn't matter who we hit here. We're just trying to stay alive. Frodo goes back under stealth. Sam's taken all the hits, so he will be captured. Not much you can do about that. On to another target here. Let's go ahead and get our heal up. Heal wouldn't have helped Sam because it was a capture stack, not a death thing that took him out. This doesn't really matter at all. Good news there. Now both Frodo and Merry are under stealth. Excuse me, Pippin are under stealth, which forced them to change targets again. It's all about buying time. That's all you want to do. Stay alive as long as you can. Doesn't matter who you're hit. We can get the regeneration up, which is going to buy a little bit of time. Get the haste up. Really huge. Obviously, more turns. He got captured before he got another one. That's a bummer. I really wish they would have started going for Merry there, because Merry doesn't have any stacks of captured, which would have been wonderful, but what are you going to do? Yeah, we're about to lose good old Pippin. Alright, that's fine. Go on Merry. Buy me even that 1 extra. Actually, go on Frodo, because I have a stealth ability coming up. As long as he survives, I should be able to stealth, and then they'll switch targets again. He's not going to get a turn. Too many assists. Pretty close. That would have been ideal if he would have gotten 1 more turn so that he could stealth. They would have just started going in on Merry big time. So I'm probably not going to submit this one because it's only a 261 and I can get a little bit better RNG. But that is another walkthrough of Road to Rivendell. So let's go ahead and throw in a different team here. A lot of the other ones, only your strongest teams are really going to have options like that. Most of these, unless you have a specific taunt or, you know, stealth mechanic, it's going to be a little bit more cut and dry. So the nice thing here is we do have a taunt mechanic with Ugluk, so I don't want to taunt right away. I want them to pick a different target. So there we go. We got some on Dunhar, which is fine. Doesn't matter how much stealth we do or how much damage we do. The only thing is we do want to stay alive to at least get to the 10 stacks, which doesn't seem like we're going to. I was really hoping Ugluk. The problem is Ugluk's so slow. I want to get his taunt up and running, but he's just so slow. Yeah, we're about to lose Dunar. All right, that's a bummer. And now they went in on Ugluk. So this is bad RNG, because even though his taunt will be up next turn, they're already hitting him. So that's not what I want to do. Let's see if we can just do a forfeit and restart on this one. We were at 171, which is good. I recently got all my Isengard are 6 stars, except for Ugluk, he's 7. And I think I got them all to gear level 7. So they're pretty decent here. They're pretty thick. So again, we don't want to use our taunt. Even though that blind is going to get cleared off right away, that's fine. I just don't want him to taunt. I want to save that. Going all in on Morza, which isn't ideal because Morza one of the weaker ones. God, so many assists. That's the other thing you really got to watch out here. If they're getting a ton of assists, then you're just not going to get a fair amount of turns. And see, he got killed there already. So this is probably another bad one. The only thing we have going for us now is that at least they didn't go for Ugluk. So I will go ahead and Ugluk will taunt eventually. Here we go. Now the taunt's up. So now they're going to have to hit Ugluk, which is just going to buy me time. So Azak took 5 stacks before they switched off him, which is nice. See, he would have already been captured by now. But instead, he will eventually get another turn here. Thanks to Ugluk's taunt. There we go. 230 here. All right, Ugluk got captured. They went right in on Azak again. That's kind of bad luck. I was kind of hoping they'd switch. Anybody that has a slow is also really nice. I mean, their turn meter is out of control as it is. I might get one more turn. Yeah, I'll get one more. Get the heal off. So you can almost get to 300 here. I'm probably not going to save this one either, but at least I was able to show you the dynamics of it a little bit more specifically. 278, not too shabby. I forget what my max was with them. It's probably in that ballpark, though. What was it? Previous attempt with Isengard. 229, so that was 50,000 better than my previous attempt. So getting them up to Gear 7 helped a little bit. But try to make sure you're getting that RNG, right? Make sure they're hitting somebody else. Ugluk takes the taunt off, and then if you have really good RNG, after Ugluk is captured, they don't go back to the first one that already had stacks. All you want to do is separate it by as much time as possible. All right, let's see. Goblins here. Goblins have almost gotten 297. See, that's the kind of cool thing about goblins here. They're really, really good in Chapter 3 because after you kill them, they come back again as a different goblin, which is awesome, which is why their score here, even though they're... God, what are they? I mean, 5s and 6s on gear. Yeah, 5s and 6s on gears and stars. So they're not very strong. But because they have that mechanic, they can do really, really well here because that capture, I mean, granted their health is much lower, but that capture mechanic doesn't work quite as well, and the damage, they get another chance, and they get turn meter boost. So, pretty solid team here. Again, it doesn't really matter what you're doing. Throw out some damage just because it makes us feel better, not because we need it. We'll try to save the heal. Hopefully, of course they go right for the healer. Really cool, guys. Really, really cool. So that's bad RNG. I probably won't save this one either. And I should not have used that because that was a taunt. I should have let them do some other damaging first. So this is not my best round. Make sure you know who your tanks are and what taunts they can use and when. Because I know this summon guy right here also has a taunt, which is wonderful. Tiny bit of healing did absolutely nothing. And they already took out the ad, so, or my ad. So pretty bad luck here so far. Let's see what we can pull out here. Pretty bad luck, and I also misplayed that. All right. Let's just go ahead and do this one more time, and I will try... No, don't submit. Good Lord. I'll try to get a little bit better RNG, and I'll try to actually not misplay. Wouldn't that be fun? So, hopefully they don't go for the healer. Throw some bleeds, because why not? We're not going to heal. Do not hit the healer. You guys are... Oh, of course. Oh, and they go right back in on him. All right. So, again, not ideal because he only has one stack of capture up. But, whatever. We don't want to lose him. We want to try to get him a turn. So, we'll taunt. Now they're in on Grimpa there, which is good. Let's get our extra person up. Because they do actually have a taunt. The summoned hero from the Goblin King has a taunt. Okay, we lost Grimpa. God, that big AoE from him is just ridiculous. So we are definitely not going to get there again. Yeah, we're not going to get there again. So another bad run here. I don't know why they are attacking the healer so much right away. Very, very frustrating. Bad run. You know what? We're going to do one more. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. Come on, goblins. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Throw in uno mas. For video purposes, anyway. Obviously, I need to complete this. Oh, this Skull Crusher. That AoE of his is an absolute monster at this level. Okay. Don't hit my healer. Actually, you know what? But if I use that, it does grant protection. You know what? Let's mix it up. His heal's not going to do a heck of a lot against the damage here at this level anyway. Okay. So actually hit somebody other than the healer. Really, you want them to hit somebody that's already taken a turn, which Orphos has. So that's actually good. All right, and they're currently attacking somebody else. Okay, that's fine. He's had his turn. You can hit him until he goes away. That's totally fine. Problem is that Skull Crusher's about to go. I'm about to seriously wipe some people. Get the taunt. No, no taunt. Sorry, I thought that was the other guy. Can't keep all these goblins straight. All right, so there we go. Going right back in on him. Another not great round. All right, lost the Great Goblin. Hey, but we got that turn in as they were hitting him, so that's cool. Come on, guys, get more turns. So, again, not a great run, getting some bad RNG because I have gotten almost 300,000 with this crew, so we're not going to take this one. But, again, just showing you the mechanics on all the teams. I'm getting really, really bad luck tonight, which is kind of frustrating. Seems like it's always that way when trying to make a video. But what are you going to do? All right. So the elves, I've actually bumped my elves up quite a bit since Elrond will be coming out soon. So let's see what the elves can do. I think they've been pretty minimum, like right around the 100K mark. But they are pretty fast, which is nice. If you have a team of elves building, they're going to be able to get you that 100K threshold very, very easily. Because as you can see here, they're pretty much all taking turns first. Just to get the protection. All right, they're going in on an Elro here, which is actually one of my stronger ones, which is good. Come on, give me a turn. Ah, see, Leeli has stealth. So this isn't going to be a good run because if he had lived a little bit longer, then she could have stealth all enemies and then they would have started hitting her, which is perfect. That's exactly what you want. So even though that was a 102 and we still had some turns coming, I want to try to show that specific mechanic. Again, you got to utilize your tanks really, really well. And I just wish she were a touch faster. So let's see if we can get a little bit of luck here. This is giving, yeah, grant 1 stamina to 1 elf. That's not what I want to do. It's this one, right? Stop it. Go away. Grant 1 stack of protection. Okay. They're again hitting somebody that's already been hit, which is good. But, yeah, they're going to kill him. That dude just hits way too hard. All right, so this is still good, though, because they started going on Lomion. So let's go ahead and stealth everybody else. So they have to start hitting her. So we bought ourselves a little bit of time. And now they switch targets again. That's fine. He just went, so if they're going to kill him, cool. All we want is... that AoE, though. That dude is... If you have any kind of abilities to really take care of anyone, he is the one that needs to kind of be neutralized a little bit because his AoE just hits too hard. He hurts way too many people. Get one more turn. Look at you go. 166 for this team. New record for that team, so we're going to go ahead and take that. And we'll go ahead and throw in our last team, which, if you haven't seen my previous video, I did hints about Chapter 3 and how to utilize the speed. So even though I have some stronger heroes, I need just my fastest heroes, which is this group down here. And I can get 100. Yeah, so my previous was 103, so I almost got like, I got what, 63 more? 63,000 more? So yeah, 111 is the best. And look at the team power. 2483. That's absolute trash. But because they're fast and they take turns, all that matters. Again, we're at difficulty 3, even though they have no right to be on difficulty 3 for any reason. That's what we want to do. That's how we get our cheap points. And that's how your guild will get to level 4 quicker. Chapter 4 quicker, excuse me. Getting in our attacks. Everybody attack. We don't care what you do. There we go. Now, if we're really lucky, which it appears like we're not, we could have gotten maybe one more turn. Maybe one more. But there's our 111 real cheap and easy. So hopefully this has helped you guys a little bit see some different teams and how they work. It's very important if you have a tank that can taunt or a hero that will put everybody else under stealth or that stealths themselves, pay attention to who they're hitting and make sure you're bouncing that capture mechanic around as much as humanly possible, because that's going to buy you the time you need to post much, much higher scores. So hopefully this video helps. If it does, guys, please give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss upcoming content. And as always, have fun. Good luck.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.